Good morning, everyone. It's time once again for our weekly visit with Dan Yagi from Ag Performance of Buffalo Center and Ormsby. Good morning, Danny boy.
Rolls, good morning.
How are we doing this morning?
Great. We've had a break from the farming with this rain over the weekend, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
They're out. Some corn's left to go, of course, yet.
Yep. It was kind of ironic last week before the big rain hit how furious and fast and furious these farmers were to get their field work done, wasn't it?
Oh, we were trying to get a plot out. My way wagon went kaput, and I got 2 acres of plot left to take out last night in the dark, and I was upset.
I bet you were.
Easily after, but just having a little bit of beans in is frustrating.
You bet. And in fact, just driving around the countryside here, Dan, most, if not all, the bean fields are pretty well empty now, aren't they?
Yep. Everybody was fighting. A lot of them around here in Buffalo Center were done. I was, of course, fighting through the plot last night.
Right.
But we just had a way wagon problem. It's part of life. And even though I hate breakdowns, it happens.
That's right. Well, didn't both of our dads tell us that's farming, right?
That's right. Even though they didn't have the patience. We thought we had. Now we don't.
No, we don't is right. You are exactly right. Well, anyway, our topic of discussion this week is cash flows. And with the ever-increasing inputs cost, again here for the 2024 growing season here, it's not too early to think about cash flow now, isn't it?
No, guys got to be putting it together, and I don't think anybody wants to think about it. It's the roughest I've seen again for about 2-3 years, and it's not good, guys. Less than $5 corn in the 4s. You're looking at beans below 12. Maybe it's right at 12, the cash you can find. Guys, it's not good. Everybody said, well, fertilizer's way lower. Well, it's lower, but not in proportion at all to the way the prices have dropped. In fact, I'm not going to put any P&K out on. I don't till spring.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying everybody should, but I have a hunch if this thing stays tough, we're going to have some of these prices drop, that are out there. Even equipment, you got to fix your equipment, go to your implement guy, and thank God we got him. But that has been a line item that is, for a farmer like me that's 1,100 acres, let's say I rented a lot of my acres. If I did, this thing would be tough to be able to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
It really would. Now, the last couple of years have been good. It revived you, but now we're going back to probably losing money again. Really, it's forcing these farmers to farm 2,000-3,000 acres, and some guys like myself, I don't want to. The kids are taking over next year, and to be honest with you, I feel bad this first year what it's going to be like for them starting, but Dad's probably going to have to lower the rent or do something to make sure it works.
All right, if anyone has any questions or comments about anything you and I talk about on a weekly basis here, Dan, how'd they get a hold of you?
Call us at Ag Performance at 641-562-2370.
641-562-2370. If our listeners don't have that memorized by now here, Dan, they better, right?
I think my friends all have a memory.
Your friends do and my friends do. We all do, right?
That's right, Rice.
All right. Well, Dan, have a great week. We'll talk again next week.
Take care, Rice.
All right. Visiting with Dan Yagi from Ag Performance of Buffalo Center in Ormsby.